Are you looking for ideas on how to support your child's success with basic facts? We're here to help.
We're Erin and Liz. We're two former teachers who got our PhDs so you don't have to.
We're just two moms trying to share our knowledge and love of math to change kids' experiences, and maybe yours too while we're at it.
So far in this series, we've talked about supporting kids in understanding the meaning of addition and building skills in counting on. Now we're talking about numerical reasoning strategies that really help to build fluency.
In the last video, we introduced our first numerical reasoning strategy, using doubles, and now we're sharing another strategy, making a 10.
This is one of my favorite strategies. It's so powerful for helping with the basic addition facts, and because we live in a number system based on tens, it will help your child with way larger numbers down the road too. For this strategy, we're going to use 10 to help us reason through some of our basic facts. We've found it's extra helpful to model this work using a 10 frame. You likely can tell a little bit about the 10 frame just by seeing it here, but we do have a video specifically introducing it and exploring it a little bit more if you want to check that out. The link for that's in our comments. We also have a link that will give you access to a printable version of a single and double 10 frame if you want those at home. We're going to be using a double 10 frame for our work here today, but we recommend introducing your child to a single 10 frame and giving them some time to explore it and discuss it first.
So let's look at how we can use two 10 frames or a double 10 frame to help us anchor to 10 or use 10 to help us think about basic fact problems. Erin, I'll be the adult, you be the kid.
Okay.
Let's say our problem is 8 plus 7. We can set up 8 on one 10 frame and 7 on the other. I'd probably even have my kid do the setting up for me. Now, I want you to take a minute to look at both 10 frames and think about how you could make a 10 or fill a 10 frame by taking some from one of the numbers and giving it to the other. Those of you watching at home can think about this too. I'm going to be sure to give Erin and you a little bit of think time.
I think I'm going to move 2 from the 7 up to the 8. Then look, I filled the 10 frame and I made a 10.
Woohoo! Notice that Erin kept the color different even when she moved the pieces. You might not have two different color counters at home, but you could consider using two different objects such as dried white beans and dried black beans, or even just slips of green paper and pink paper. It's helpful to keep the color object for the 8 and the 7 different at the beginning so that we can really see and track the amount that came from the 7 and moved to the 8. Okay, Erin, let's look back at what you did and think about how it can help us figure out the answer to 8 plus 7. What are you thinking?
I'm noticing that I have a full 10 frame filled now, so that's 10. And then I see that there are 5 more on my second 10 frame. So 10 and 5, that's 15 altogether.
So let's see. You took the 2 from the 7 and gave it to the 8 to make 10. And then you saw from that you had 15. Let's go ahead and try another one. How about 9 plus 3? Erin?
Okay, I have 9 on one 10 frame, and then I have 3 on the other 10 frame. I can move 1 from the 3 to the 10 frame with the 9. Now I have a full 10 frame and 2 more, which helps me to see the total is 12. So I can see that 9 plus 3 equals 12.
Yep. Notice how using the 10 frame helps students to anchor back to 10 and use it to help themselves. Eventually, students build a strong enough understanding of relationships back to 10 that they don't even need to use the 10 frame anymore to do this type of thinking. We do recommend starting with a physical 10 frame though, to help them see the math.
Remember, this is just one of several numerical reasoning strategies, so be sure to check out the remaining videos in this series for more. We've also got some great questions you can ask your child while they're doing this work in the comments.
And be sure to like and subscribe so we can keep making more videos to help more families feel math happy.